Everything about Penta's debut on Raw and WWE last night was amazing. From the entrance and the music to the crowd pop to the actual match with Gable, I'm glad it wasn't like a squash match and that they actually gave both of them time to cook. That match and them two were going crazy. They were perfect opponents for each other. Of course, Penta gets the win. Penta driver at the end, which was great. The crowd reaction to the whole thing was perfect. It was a perfect setup, perfect place to debut Penta. The merch is great. The mask and the shirts are great. The post-match promo was really good. Got the crowd hyped. Got me hyped. I'm really, really looking forward to see what they do with Penta going forward. I wouldn't mind them running back another Chad Gable match. The Penta merch alone was completely fire. WWE Shop announced and shown off the merch before his debut on Monday Night Raw. The white t-shirt, the mask, both versions of the mask go so hard. They're going to be top sellers, I'm sure, really, really soon. Again, like I talked about before, the match, of course, was great with Gable. But the promo after, the heart, the soul, the intensity in terms of what he was talking about, great. Like, Triple H just has to know he has a star on his hand. And I'm already thinking about, like, all the matches I want to see with Penta. Like, just from the Raw roster, give me him versus Punk versus Rollins versus Drew versus Ray, Kofi, Woods, Dominic, Finn, even Damian Priest. Give me him versus Gunther. I called for it at the promo. Penta versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Give me that ASAP. And then we look at the SmackDown roster. And Andrade posted a picture of him and Penta face to face. And I'll take that match. I'll take Penta versus Carmelo Hayes versus LA Knight versus KO versus Cody versus Braun. Either member of DIY, either member of Motor City Machine Guns. I think the matchups and the matches, it's just endless. I could book Penta for the next 2 years of just different matches I want to see from him. I'm looking forward to see what his first feud is. Whether that's actually Gable and they run it back next week or the week after. Or if they move on to maybe something with New Day. I don't know who his first feud is. I'm very interested. But there's a ton of stuff. You know, if you watched Lucha Underground when that was out, you know, Penta was a part of that. And even if WWE just teased something with EO or something with Chelsea Green, the Lucha Underground fans are going to love it. Penta's a star. We'll see if WWE gets around to treating him like that, but from last night, it's definitely there. And before I end this short Penta-focused episode, if you only watch WWE, you're still a wrestling fan. If you only watch AEW, you're still a wrestling fan. TNA, still a wrestling fan. GCW, New Japan, ROH, HOG, you're still a wrestling fan. If you watch just one company, it still counts. If you watch more than one company, it still counts. Don't let anybody tell you how to be a fan of pro wrestling. There's no such thing. Do you love it? Do you enjoy it? All that matters. You know, a lot of people have seen Penta for the very first time on Monday Night Raw and fell in love with him. Yet, some people have known him for 10 years and they knew how great he was. Doesn't take anything away from the people that saw him for the first time or the people that saw him for the 100th time. Wrestling fans are wrestling fans no matter how much you watch per week, per month, per day. Never let anybody else try to take your fandom away from you. Quick episode. My name is Nick. Find me on all socials at notnick_s. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep playing.